plenty of kids isolating rather than heading off to school. And as parents start to become educators, it's important to get a few top tips on how to keep your kids learning during the shutdown. Chief Learning Officer at CLUI, Dr. Selina Samuels, joins us this morning via Skype. It's nice to see you, Dr. Samuels. You've got 10 great tips for maintaining a sense of structure at home. Let's go through them. The first is steering clear of holiday mode.
Yes, start with structure. So start the same time as kids usually start school. Make sure that morning routine is the same as they're used to, and that will keep them in the mindset that this is work time, learning time, not holiday time.
And you also say that having a dedicated space is important, is that right?
If you can delineate learning space from the rest of the domestic space, that's good. It may be the kitchen table, but just clear it of breakfast debris. Don't eat meals while you're learning. Keep the time separate. Even if you're all working together on the kitchen table, you've got to keep it learning space.
And what about what kids wear at home? We do know a few people still have their gym jams at midday, but what about uniforms? Should they actually wear the uniform at home?
Well, schools are recommending it and it may work. I think that it may be a source of conflict with parents, so I would suggest as long as they're not in their pyjamas, that is a win. I wouldn't necessarily struggle over the uniforms. There are bigger fish to fry.
No, that's very good advice. Now, for lots of parents, they're hesitant to encourage screen time, but you say it's not necessarily the enemy.
I think we need to make a distinction between using screen time for playing and using screen time for learning. Technology, as we are showing right now, is a great connector of people. So screen time being used to connect with teachers or tutors in a concentrated way is good use of screen time. So I think we need to make a distinction between that and just playing endless games.
What about the content? How do parents actually approach the content itself?
It's a good idea to have a timetable that you construct with your children so that there is lots of different change during the day. Chunk the material. Don't spend Monday on maths and Tuesday on English. Keep it tight. Work on hourly sectors that you can break down into 20-minute sections for smaller children, and make sure that you keep moving so that you keep them interested.
And your last tip is probably the most important. Go easy on yourself. Dr. Selina Samuels, thank you very much for joining us. We do appreciate it. I'm sure lots of parents are understanding just how hard it is for our teachers.
We started doing it yesterday, and it is just like, because you just go, oh my God, where do I begin? And the schools have done a really good job of providing material and some guidance, but you just think, oh my God, how do people do this every day? So teachers, we salute you.
We absolutely salute you. We love you.